In today's fast paced world, connecting with others shouldn't be a hassle. That's why we're thrilled to introduce LeOffer, the innovative C2C app designed to simplify how you connect, buy, and sell. Whether you're a buyer searching for that perfect item or a seller looking to reach a wider audience, LeOffer has you covered. With our intuitive interface and powerful features, connecting with others has never been easier. Discover a seamless buying and selling experience right at your fingertips. Our advanced search filters help you find exactly what you're looking for, while our secure messaging system allows for effortless communication between buyers and sellers. I'm going to show you how to create a profile on LeOffer and to go to your profile and see what all settings are there. When you install the app on your device, you see the icon for LeOffer that is shown on your screen. And when you tap on it, the app is launched. You will see the splash screen. You will have to give some permissions to see your location. You can allow it once, or you can allow while using app, or you can choose not to allow it. All depends on it. So while you haven't given the location permission, your location icon over there will be blank. So I'm going to say allow while using the app, and there you see my location popped up on the screen. It would also ask you that whether you would like to allow LeOffer to send you notifications or not show you send you notifications. You can choose to either allow it to send you notification or not allow. For today, I'm going to show you allow the notifications. So I'm going to select that. And then as you can see, we are on the home page of the app and we are able to see a lot of listings. We can explore the LeOffer app using the different categories that we have listed on the home page. We've also got a few products that are listed and you can continue to do it. Right now, I'm going to show you how to create a profile on the app. So when you tap on this little icon over here that's like a human being, it redirects you to the login page. But since right now we have to create a profile, I'm going to say create a new account and you're taken to the register now page. Over here there are certain fields. One is the name, the last name, the username, phone number, country, email, password. All this is important right now. So I'm going to go ahead and write the name. I'm going to write the name as now, the username and last name is not mandatory, but the first name, of course, is because that is what will be visible to some of the users. Or you can, or we can choose to have just the username visible. So I'm just going to say, keep it as this, and I'm going to write a number. So that's what we allow. You phone number, I mean a number and everything. Now the phone number is mandatory because allows us to uniquely identify you from the other users. So you can tap on it. You can choose the country you want to go for, or you can choose to leave it at the default country. So I'm going to leave it as a default country, and I'm going to go is already registered. So now this is what an error message will show up if your number is already registered on the app or if you want to try to recreate a new one. So I'm going to try again and I'm going to give it a different number now. This number has not been registered, so it allows me, it gives me the green tick over here, which says that, okay, this user is allowed. Now over here, we can choose to, because of the country we've chosen, it shows us India. And then we got to have the email address. So we've got this. Um, email address and I'm gonna type in so this is an email address and it's since it doesn't exist on the application it gives me a green tick and it allows me. Now the password is you can set it to be with according to the standard rules or you can have your own country rules applied over here. So we've got I'm entering the password right now. It's not getting recorded. Now the referral code. Now if I'm a new user who's just installed the app, I of course will not have a referral code, but if a friend of mine has referred me to this application, I can enter my referral code over here and this helps basically helps the person who's recommending you to get some benefits and you as a person being using the referral code also get certain benefits. Those benefits can be decided at the time of building the app. Currently what it would give me is give me a few extra tokens. We will talk about tokens also in the next few screens. So I am going to tap on the register now and it takes me to the screen where in the real world scenario, an OTP will be sent to you. What is an OTP? OTP is called a one-time password, and it is based on your phone number. A code is sent to you as an SMS message, and when you get that four-digit code, you enter it over there, and if it's a valid code, it allows you to go to the next screen, which is the registration successful screen. Now, from here, I can either go ahead and see more products that are being sold, or I can start selling products, or I want to create my profile. For now, I'm going to say I want to create my profile. Now, what that does is it takes you to the screen, right? It's a brand new account that has been opened. So, of course, you got no photograph there, you have no reviews. The only thing we verify right now because of the OTP is your phone, which is why that icon is yellow in color, and then you of course are not following anyone or whatever, and the plan that we have subscribed to is free right now, and we currently have 5 active ads and 1 video ad that we're allowed to post. Now the different categories that you see here is when we start adding listings, we can see the different categories the listings go into. Now when I go in here on the little gear icon on the on the top right corner, you will see that it takes you to the settings page where we can choose to connect to contacts, and it asks you permission to access your contacts. You can choose not to allow it or allow it. So I'm going to say allow it. I'm going to follow somebody over here. So it lets you choose people you want to follow if someone has been recommended you or not recommended you. So I'm choosing to follow a few people over here. Then I go into my edit profile screen where I can go ahead and edit my name, my username in case I don't like it or I want to change it. I can choose to have my date of birth set up over here. So I'm going to go ahead and set up my date of birth. So I'm going to do this, and I'm going to leave it as that. Website, I can go to nature.com. I can enter some website over here. And then and I can give I am a user of a C2C app and will recommend using this for my. So you can enter a limited amount of text over here to give you a an introduction to yourself. Now over here we also have the Google verification or the Facebook verification. What this does basically is when you tap on the Google verification, it lets you go ahead and verify the Gmail account that we have just used, or you tap on the Facebook verification, it'll launch the Facebook app and ask you to verify the Facebook uh, login through Facebook and the update password. Now, the update password field, when you tap on it, it redirects you to the change password screen where you enter your current password and set your new password and you confirm your new password. What it does is also triggers an email to you to notify you that your password has been changed. So you're aware of what is happening. So I'm going to tap on done, and that basically saves my profile. My addresses, now these are the addresses that at any point of the time in the application we will be using these addresses. So I will go ahead and choose an address right now. I'm going to choose this, and I'm going to confirm this location. It takes me to a little bit more information over here. It allows me to make edits to the address. I can also tap on the map icon and place the pin better. And once I do that, it shows me which country, city, the postcode, or zip code in your case, and also autofills the house number if that exists on the Google pin. And we can choose to have this address tagged as a home, work, or any other. It could be your storage location, or it could be your family member's address, anybody's address. So I'm going to choose it as work for now, and I'm going to save this address. So what this does is it saves an address on your profile that will also will help you through the process of listing, buying, selling, adding your bank information and everything. The address will show up over here. Then we from our profile page we also can generate a support ticket. This takes us to our default mail address, mail client. Then we have the privacy policy that will be displayed here when you tap on the privacy link. Then terms and condition will redirect us to the terms and condition link. If you want to deactivate your account, it lets you deactivate it, but it's not something that. And then if you want to sign out of the account, this is how you sign out of the account. So from here, so if you tap on this, it asks for a confirmation that you want to log out, yes or no. So for now, I'm saying no. So this is basically your profile page. Now I can tap on my the photo. If I need to change my photo, I can go back to the gear icon, edit profile, and I can take this photo and I can choose to have either pick from my camera or to access from my gallery. So for now, I'm gonna just I'm gonna just take the camera and I'm gonna let it do its thing here. So I'm gonna just do camera, and as you can see, I'm recording it live. I will take a photograph and I will save it. And I'm going to use this. So what this does is it basically allows you to even crop it if you don't, or retake your image. So I'm going to just crop it. I'm going to save it. I'm going to do done. And what this also automatically the profile image is set up on the application for you. So when you go here, you can see that the image is uploaded. So this is the basic, profile setup, creating a profile and setting up the profile on the application. I want to talk about the token plans. Now, in LeOffer, we have this feature called tokens that are given to you on sign up. And if you refer someone or you use someone's referral code, you get some bonus tokens along with it. And how does a token help you in using the application? Now, tokens help you purchase more listings or advertisements. Tokens help you purchase more video ad features, like because right now when you go to your profile page, you can see that you're currently listed as only 5 active ads and 1 video ad. Now if you want to purchase a second video ad, you can purchase that through tokens. And or if you want to highlight a listing or mark a listing as sell urgently, or you want to bump up your listing, all of these features of the application can be used for with can be purchased using tokens. And if you're using a mobile app, it can be purchased with in-app purchase. But talking about tokens now, there are two places that you can go ahead and see your token balance. When you're on your home page or any other screen, you see this little left on the top right corner, you see the icon with number 6 displayed on it. When you tap on it, it takes you to the token plan page where you see your current token balance, and you're also able to see the transactions that are there on the account. You are also able to select plan to purchase more tokens. And the second place that you can do so, navigate to your tokens, is from your from the hamburger menu. You can tap on tokens and it takes you to the token plan page where again the transactions can be seen. Now if you see here, my there's only one transaction showing, which is the 6 token credit for signing up. Now that is the token for for signing up to a new profile. If I want to show you, I'll show you on a different account where there were more transactions that were done and more features that were used. So I have logged into a different account, and as you can see, the token balance on this account is different, where because they have at some point purchased a token plan, and they have also used the tokens for different transactions. So if you go to the token plan page and you click on view transactions, you can see that there's a whole list of transactions that were made. They are also sorted as the tokens that were spent by you in the application, and then tokens that were bought by you in the application. So, for example, if over here I got 2 tokens credited for referring a user, and I purchased tokens over here, so they got credited to my account. Then I tried to take a listing and I tried to highlight it, so 2 tokens got debited. And because I purchased a video ad, 7 tokens got debited. And I used a different plan for urgent to mark my listing as urgent to sell, or to add my premium category listing, a token was debited. So that's how a debit is used on your app. And so this is where you can see all your token balance and how tokens work in this application. When you talk about subscription, what is the use of subscribing in the application? When you sign up for into the app for the first time, you're given a free user access, And when you're a free user, you get access, a limited access to the app. You only allowed a certain number of advertisements to be posted. You only get certain amount of tokens, and you only get, a certain other features like the video ad and everything. All of those are limited. When you sign in for a subscription plan, you get more enhanced services. You get access to more enhanced features. You get more tokens that you can use to access these enhanced features. So there are benefits to having a subscription, in a user subscribing to a plan. You can have subscription plans that are for different variations, different durations, different combination of features. So you could have a 7-day subscription plan, you could have a 30-day subscription plan, you could have a 90-day subscription plan, or you could have a year-long subscription plan. And all of the subscription plans for the mobile apps are handled through in-app purchases, which means that the App Store or the Play Store for Android, they will be managed for by the transaction is handled through the stores. So your app does not have any liability on how to manage these things. So that is the benefit of having a subscription plan on the application. So and in the application, there are two places where you can see what plans you're subscribed to. When you open the menu, you see your premium plan over here is blank, which means it's a free plan that you're subscribed to right now. And you can see that every different subscription plans has the different combinations shown over here, what in comparison to the free plan. So when you tab into them, this is how it shows you the differences. The other place where you see the where what your plan is subscribed for is from your profile page. It currently says you're subscribed to the free plan. Now I'll do a subscription and show you how it's handled from the App Store. So I'm going to take in the video upload plan, or I might just take the active ads plan. So this is it. I get 20 active ads, I get 30 tokens, and I get 10 video uploads. So I'm going to do subscription. Since it's handled through the in-app purchase, basically we're invoking a store to come in. I'm going to give in my password to manage my settings, subscription settings. And when I do this, I get this that the in-app purchase is being processed, and then you'll get a confirmation pop-up that says that the purchase was successful and you are taken back to the plan page. I have now signed up for the active ads plan, and it on the on the premium plans page, it shows that I'm currently subscribed to this current plan. So what basically this and you can see that the tokens have also been updated, and we've got the token balance has been updated. And I now, on my profile page, you can see that I have now 40 active ads and 20 videos that I can upload. So this is how we manage and use subscription to give more benefits to users. So let's talk about the importance of having a wallet in the app. Now, having a wallet gives you the ease and convenience and a secure way of managing your transactions and purchases. You do not have to have multiple payment processes, or you do not have to have multiple payment methods. It all can be handled through the wallet for your managing your transactions, managing your purchases, and also it's just easier for you to track all your expenses and everything. So in the application, as you can see, we are on the main page. The easiest way to get to the wallet is by going into the wallet menu. Since it's a new account, I still need to have a recharge and a withdrawal thing done. So for the recharge, I'm going to recharge using a credit card. Now this is a test card that is given from Stripe. So this is this is not a real credit card, so please do not worry about that. So I'm adding funds to my card. You can add multiple test cards, or you can use one. So I'm going to show you an example of if adding a multiple test card. And so you see two cards have been added with two different dates and everything. So I'm going to recharge my account using one of the dates, and it's going to be, I want to, it asks for a confirmation that I want to recharge it. And I get a confirmation message that the wallet has been recharged. So when I press on done, it takes me back to the page. It shows me that I have a wallet balance of 2424. Now I can choose to spend all this money on transactions and on purchases, or I will for now show you how the withdraw method works for the funds. So I'm going to go into withdrawal logs. This, since this is a new account, I still have to add Stripe, and I'm going to upload a photo ID, and we'll go from adding that photo ID and then selecting the country and adding other selected information. So let me just find the photo. So this is just a sample photo ID. This is not a real photo ID. So I've chosen the photo ID from here, and from the country, I'm going to select United States, and I'm going to add a zip code. It autofills with the city and state, and I'm going to add fill in the address. This is the address that is associated to my Stripe account. So, and Stripe account can have different bank details and different credit cards associated with them at the back. So I'm just going to default it to my date of birth. SSN can be sample SSN. So over here it says that Stripe account pending. It's going to take a few minutes for Stripe to reply back saying it has been confirmed. So as you can see, it has been confirmed now. So I can go ahead and add a bank account. So I'm going to go to add bank account. Again, this is a test bank account, not a real one. And I have successfully added a bank account. So now from this bank account, I can choose to withdraw funds. So I'm going to choose bank account withdrawal. Next. And I can choose the amount. So the balance that I have in my account is 2424. So I'm going to just withdraw $24 here right now just to have an even number in my bank account. And the withdrawal request has been submitted to the application. And then when you go into the admin and approve this transaction, so you can see all the transactions are all visible here and are shown exactly in what value they were done. The wallet balance also has been updated accordingly. So this is how you update and withdraw and update your wallet in the app. So we have installed the app, we've created a profile, we've added funds in our wallet, we have gone ahead and subscribed to a plan. We have updated a token balance also because we subscribed to the plan. Now let's go ahead and explore the app a little bit. So we come into the application. We can either scroll based on the recently added products, or we can choose to go in here and filter. So if I want to see what mobile phones are available, it shows me the list of mobile phones that have been posted that I can purchase. Or I can go into the filters over here and I can choose that, all the categories that are there. So I'm going to do mobiles and gadgets. I am interested in anything that is a buy direct, or I can do accept exchange, and we can go ahead and apply that, and it'll show me all the products that have been listed again. So there are multiple ways we can look at the filtered products. Now we've come to this point where we talk about what is an exchange product and what is the um, urgent to sell buy direct. Now that when we create a listing on the application, there are three things that we can list under. One is a buy direct, which means that we are not open for any negotiation. We just want them to, whatever listed the price, whatever price is listed, we want the buyer to buy it at that price. And when we say that we are open for negotiation, that means that the buyer can negotiate with us about the price. They can we can have a chat. We can come up to a negotiated price that is happy, that will keep both the parties happy, and then the transaction can be completed. Now, exchange. Exchange is basically when I have a product that I have put for sale and I'm looking to exchange it for another product, either of a similar value, or or it could be that it is something of a higher value, or if the buyer has two products that are one of the products he's ready to negotiate, the buyer can negotiate for that one product. So that's how exchange works. Then urgent to sell. Now, urgent to sell is more about when I have a need to sell my listings really urgently, so I can then tag it by putting purchasing a feature tag on it that says that, hey, these are all urgent to sell. When you do that, what basically tells the buyer is that you are ready to sell this fast and it'll be available immediately. So there are benefits of tagging these products as urgent to sell or not urgent to sell. So I'm going to go ahead and create our first listing right now. I'm going to go ahead and do it on the mobiles and gadgets, and I'm going to choose this. And now we come to this listing page. Now there are certain information that can be based on every category. We can tweak it, but the standard information that we expect anybody to add is an image or a video file, a title for the listing, a price, and they can toggle whether you're or whether you want to negotiate on it or you do not want to. So if you toggle this on and off, that basically will set the setting accordingly on the product listing page. And then whether we are available for exchange, what is the condition of the used, the address that it currently is available in. Now that address is, when it's displayed to the user, is shown in a range. It's never shown that it is available at this particular address. The address is, for us, has multiple purposes. One is to show the range of the availability, that whether it's in the 5 mile range or a 5 kilometer range, and whether or not it's in the city. So it helps in the search and filters. And the second reason why we need the address is once the transaction is completed, an invoice is generated for which we need an address. So, and the description is added. And these are the main things that we need for a thing, but you can add additional questions. I can go ahead and show you another example of that, where we have added additional questions. So now if I go to photography, we go to photography services, you can see there are certain other questions added. But what are the photography services that are available for the user to give, and how many years of experience they have, whether they will do any editing and post production work, whether they will give us, how will they deliver the photograph. So there, these questions can be tweaked after the description. They can be tweaked to basic requirements of the listing. And now, when you come to the category page, there's certain categories that are highlighted with a green star or a green check mark on it. Now those are premium categories. To list under those premium categories, you have to purchase it via a token purchase, which is why tokens are very important. So now you'll get this message pop up that will say that this category is locked and you'll have to spend X amount of tokens. In this case, we have set 10 tokens. So I can choose to proceed or I can choose to cancel it. The process of listing is the same, except that because these are premium products, we ask people not to. This dissuades people from putting junk listings or listings that are of no use. So it just dissuades people because these are higher end, more of expensive listings. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to mobiles and gadgets, to go to Android, and we will go ahead and select an image that is available for sale. Okay, so I'm going to tap on the select image, select from my gallery what is available for selling. So I'm going to choose this and I'm going to go ahead and listing, put save. Now I can choose to add multiple images or I can choose to have a video also. So I can edit and crop the image according to my needs and requirements. So I've added an image. I'm going to enter this, an Android phone, and I'm going to give it a price of about $78. I okay for it to be negotiable, and it's used, and I get to choose what kind of a condition it is in. As you can see, it's in a very good condition, so I'm going to make it into 9. And the address, now I can choose to add another address or I can leave it as a default address. So now in case I want to change my address, I can go in and add on a different address so that the pickup is from a different address. So I go ahead and confirm that, and I can say this is a home. Again, as I said, the address, when the buyer is looking at the address, they're only looking at it in a range, not in the form of a direct address. So the buyer will never see your entire address. All they will see is that you're within a range of 5 kilometers or 5 miles or 10 kilometers or 10 miles, depending on what the setting is done in the app. So I'm going to write an additional good condition Android phone for sale. Now I can choose to that I'm ready to mark this product for sale. Whether I can ship it or I can choose to meet the buyer in person. So for now, I'm going to leave this because it's such a low value product. I do not want to ship this product. Maybe for a higher end product, I might be ready to sell it. So I'm going to list it. So as you can see, we are on the listing page, and I can choose to preview my ad, or immediately we are given an option to mark this ad as urgent to sell or highlight the post. So I'm going to use the mark is urgent to sell product, and we come up with a plan over here, which is a 7 day plan that it'll be marked as urgent to sell first within, for 7 days. Anybody who's doing any filtering will get this product under their urgent to sell plan. So I can buy this plan, and I get two options. Now I can do an in-app purchase or a tokens purchase. So I'm going to go ahead and do in-app purchase, sorry, a token purchase, and I got charged 12 tokens for this urgent to sell plan. Okay, and I will I get an order history that I purchased the urgent to sell plan, and that tells me that that my product will come under urgent to sell plan. And now this is the product that I had listed. Now when I it's my own listing that I tap on, I get the edit. But when I tap on somebody else's, I get to see that I can either purchase it or negotiate on it or other things. So if you want, I can now go ahead and and update this information over here. I can add more pictures, I can add more details, or I can go ahead and uh, bump this. Now, from the screen over here, you can bump this plan. What does bump mean? Now, bump means that imagine I have made this posting. As you can see, some of these posts have been done 5 days ago, 8 days ago, 23 days ago. Now, if I had a listing that I had listed 23 days ago, now maybe it's at the bottom of the whole range, like you can see a month ago, this blue bag. If I wanted to bring it up on top and say that I wanted listed on top over here, that's what we call a bump. So I'm going to go ahead and bump this. If I don't need to right now, but I can, but or otherwise I can choose to highlight this plan. Now for highlight, we have two, three different plans. You have highlight add in zone, you have highlight add in city, and you have highlight add in country. And they also can be purchased through an in-app purchase or through tokens. So I'm going to go ahead and say I want it highlighted for the country. And I'm going to do it through in-app purchase to give you an example of what the in-app purchase is going to be like. Yes, I want it highlighted in India because that's where I am right now. I'm gonna go ahead with the purchase, enter my password. Password is done. It'll give me a confirmation pop-up that this listing has been purchased successfully through the App Store. And while we're doing this, you'll see I got a order confirmation that an invoice was generated that I have purchased a highlight ad. And when I go here, you'll see that it's come under a special section on the homepage that is called a highlighted product. So you see the different two little icons over here, star, bump, all of these are urgent to sell, and this is a highlighted product. So when I go into my profile, I can also see the same listing over here. I can go here and I can see that I have two plans active on this particular product. One is urgent to sell and the other one is highlight ads. And I'm going to go ahead and edit. And when I do edit, it lets me go ahead and edit this listing over here with different pages. I can view my ad, and this is how I can view it. It gives me, like I told you, it doesn't really give me the direct address of where the listing is. It just gives me a radius over here. So that's how you add a listing to the app. I hope this has answered some of your questions. If there's anything more we can help you with, please let us know. So let's go through this process of buying and selling. I have two devices right now that one of them would be the buyer, one of them would be the seller. So I had listed a product called Android phone for sale, and that is my product. So you can see that this is, it's my product. I have put it up for sale, and now I'm going to go ahead and try to purchase it. So with this user, I'm going to try to, when I tap on it, it shows that because I had toggled the allow negotiation, it comes up as make offer. And if not, we get to, there are two ways that we can go ahead and make this offer. We can actually say make offer over here. And I can say that I want to give the offer instead of $78, I want to give it for $55. So I can type a small message here and I can send this offer. Now, what happens is when you send an offer, a chat is immediately started with the seller. And you can see over here, I got a notification in the bottom corner over here that I got a chat notification. So you can see that when I tap on this, I can see the same message that yes, please accept this offer. Now, I as a seller can choose to counter it, or I can choose to accept the offer. So I'm going to try to counter this offer and say no, instead of $55, I can sell it to you for 65 because my original listed price was 78. And as you can see, the buyer also got notified that I have sent a counter offer of 65. Now, the buyer can again counter that offer, or they can choose to accept this offer. So I'm going to go ahead and accept this offer. Yes, I want to accept this offer. And the you as a buyer get this message that I have offer was accepted by you, and please continue chatting with the seller to arrange for payment and delivery. And the buyer gets a message that the buyer has accepted your offer, and you will be charged $5 to 20 cents as a contribution amount to the app wallet. This is basically the commission that they pay to the to LeOffer for using the app to sell their product. Now, I can still choose to go ahead and cancel this offer, or I can choose to, just wait for the seller to meet me and complete the transaction. So I'm going to go ahead and make a payment. When I make a payment, I have to choose a billing address because an invoice is generated, right, for me. So I'm going to go ahead and choose that address. Now, there are three ways that I can make a payment. I can choose to pay with my wallet balance. Over here, when I do this, I can choose to add more money at this point, or my wallet balance is sufficient enough that it has got 20,000 USD in it, so I have enough wallet balance to make the payment, and I can go ahead and make the payment. Or I can choose to pay with my credit card, so my credit card will directly be charged on the app. Or I can do a pay on delivery, which in some other words is cash on delivery. That I can meet you somewhere and do an online transaction or pay you in cash, in case I do not want to do any online bank transfer or bank transactions. So I'm going to go ahead and use my wallet balance. I'm going to pay with this, and this is how it is. Payment has been escrowed. Okay, and the buyer gets a message that the payment has been escrowed, and you're pending, and payment will be released to your balance once the buyer has scanned your QR code. So right now what has happened is that the money that has been transacted, the $65 minus $5, is sitting in the payment app wallet, the LeOffer wallet, and it is sitting escrowed. So what is the QR code scanning? Now, this is a process to safeguard that people will not just mark it for sale, or to just give you false payment process or whatever. So the QR code is actually a safeguard against for the buyer and seller. It's another safety measure that only when you give the code or scan the code will the process be completed. So I'm going to go ahead, as a buyer, as a seller, I have the QR code on my side, which is visible by tapping on the corner there. And as the seller, I can choose to either scan the QR code right here. It sometimes doesn't like it, or I can choose to type it in. So that if I type this QR code, it is it is case sensitive. So once I submit it, it says this item has been marked as sold. And what happens is when the moment the app has been marked, the item has been marked for sold, the app tells you to rate the seller as well as rate the buyer. Now you can choose to skip this process, or if you are the higher that you get better ratings when you have, if you also get rated. So I can choose to say punctuality was good, communication was this, product quality is good, meetup or shipment was easy, and I can submit this. And the same thing, when I sold to, punctuality was good, communication was good, prompt payment and meetup was good, submit. And this basically marks the phone or the listing as sold for both the buyer and seller. So when you go back to your app and you go into your thing, it says that this has been buyer has purchased this product, even though it is marked as urgent to sell and everything. And at this point we can choose to repost this ad, or I can choose to see the insights. So when I go into the insights, I can see that on a Wednesday 2 clicks was done and a single chat was generated for this. Now if multiple people have messaged you on the app for this product, then the chat numbers will increase. And that's how you kind of will see the listing. And when you go into the listing, it'll be shown as sold over here. So this is a simple process of buy and sell along with negotiation. So in the previous video, we went through the whole process of a negotiation purchase where the buyer and seller negotiated, came to a price that they were happy with, and then negotiation, the transaction was completed, and the product was marked as sold. Now in this video, we will go through an exchange process. So I have a buyer and I have a seller. They both have products that are available for exchange. So as the seller, I have this product which is the robot vacuum, and as the buyer, I have the air fryer. They both are available for exchange. Now, the only time you're allowed to offer for an exchange is if the product has been tagged as exchange. Otherwise, you will not be able to exchange it for any non-product. So, for example, if I look at this bike, you see a chat message, you see a heart message, which means that you like the product, and you have a share message. So that means you will share the listing with somebody. Now, but if you have an exchange product, you will see one more extra icon in there. You've got the chat icon, the heart icon, you have the share icon as the previous one, but you have also something called as exchange. So now on this exchange, if you have a product that is listed for exchange, that will be listed here. If you do not have a product that is available for exchange, you basically don't have anything and you'll not be able to go to the next step. So I only if I choose will I be able to tap on continue. So this kind of limits the user or seller to create fake transaction initiations. So I have the robot vacuum. I'm trying to do a continue. I come here and I send a message across that I have this product available, and you can see I got a notification as the seller that an exchange offer was received. And for an air robot vacuum, I have an air fryer for sale. Now I can either at this point cancel this offer or I can choose to accept the offer. And even as a buyer, I can choose to cancel the offer, or I can and it gives you it asks you questions why you want to cancel the offer. And if I do the same thing as a seller, I have some questions because we have to know if people are posting fake products or whatever. So I'm going to go ahead and accept this offer, and I accept this deal. Exchange offer accepted, and and immediately the QR code process is shown to the user. So now as a buyer, as a seller, I have the QR code on my side, and as a buyer, I can choose to scan this QR code. So we have the QR code. It's not bright enough right now to accept it. So I'm going to just go ahead and type the QR code in, which is and as you can see, the product got marked as sold, and we go through the whole review rating and everything. So this is one way that we can, we can complete the exchange process. In the previous listing, we saw that we did a purchase with a negotiation, and we did a purchase with exchange. Now we will do a purchase with buy direct, and we will also do it with a shipping item. Now the difference between a shipping with a non-shipment item and a shipment listing is just a few extra questions that the shipment company requires us in terms of the parcel size. So I'm going to go ahead and add a laptop, and we're going to mark it as ready for sale through shipment. This. And we're going to call it this. We don't want it to be available for negotiation or available for exchange because we want it to be a buy direct. I do not want to negotiate on the prices and everything. And the address I choose is a US address, and I do additional description, laptop for sale. Now, all of this is standard. As to now, where it deviates a little bit is when we do I can ship this product. Now the shipment company requires us to give us the parcel package size. We give it a dimension. Now we can choose it to give it an inch, foot, or centimeter. So I'm going to go ahead and give it in centimeters. These are all test values, so they don't have to be valid. So if even if you see a little discrepancy in the parcel size, just ignore it. And these are just the questions we ask when we try to add a laptop. I mean, what kind of operating system, lifestyle it was, These are just additional questions. I mean, these are not mandatory questions, so they can be chosen like that. And then we have listed this product. Now, when we are trying to buy this product, right, and we can directly purchase this either through a buy direct, or we can choose to purchase this through a we did a wallet purchase before, so now we'll try to purchase with a credit card. So now what happens is I have this preview, so I've got this whole thing added up here, and I'm going to look for laptop for sale Windows. So this is the product we just added. I'm going to go ahead and buy direct it. I am interested in this laptop. I'm going to go ahead and buy direct. Now I need to choose a delivery address. Where do I want this shipped? So since it's in US and I need to choose a US address, I chose a US address. And when I'm doing a billing address, I'm going to just choose it to be the default address right now, which I have. And then I'm going to go ahead and do this. Now, when we do the shipping option, right, we get several options to choose from. We get priority mail, we get priority mail express, and this is all up to the user as to which one they want to. If they want it urgently, then they can choose to be, priority mail express. If they want to do it slow, ground advantage, the cheapest option, then they can choose to go the ground advantage. And if we break it down in terms of the item value, the sales tax, shipping fee, and everything, and the convenience fee attached. So if I choose to do it as the priority mail express, I'm going to go ahead and do this. Now I can then again choose to pay with my credit card or my wallet balance. So for now, I'm going to just to make it faster, I'm going to just make this purchase through a wallet balance, and we will wait for the seller. So in this, there's no negotiation. I have made the direct payment. The seller will immediately get notified that, hey, this laptop is there and it's available. Payment has been escrowed. And now a shipping label is generated for the seller. Now this seller has to print and put it on his parcel. He can press the print button, and he can print it to his printer, and this way it generates a label that he can then print and put it on the parcel, and then we can and that way. And there's an option called as track shipment. Now in this track shipment, we've this is just because it's a test app. It's already showing all of this. So it's this is how it is delivered. And um, and when the actual delivery status happens, the product is automatically marked as sold, because the purchase was already made, the payment was already escrowed to the seller. And if the product is delivered, when the shipping company says it's been marked as delivered, the automatically the product is marked for sale, and we will show you that process also. So while we're waiting for the product to be delivered to the buyer, you can go into your profile and you will see that the product that you had added was now no more available for sale. It is available for sold, but the status of it is payment escrowed, which means that the payment is sitting in the app wallet, but it has not been given into your wallet. So that is why it shows up as payment escrowed. And then what happens is that, and this was the other product that was already sold. Also, the other thing I wanted to talk about was the reviews. Now these are where you can see your reviews, when who rated you as what. So whenever the buyer or the seller has rated you, you get to see this your ratings over here as to what was the ratings given. And you can sort it, you can filter it, and when you have done an exchange, that is also visible over here, that you exchanged this for the product. So this is just something that you can go ahead into your profile, and you can check it out. So as you can see now, the product has been delivered, and we have this product has now been marked as sold. So when you go here, it has been marked as sold because the product got delivered to the seller. So all of this, for this particular shipment item, the status update does not have the QR code process. It is automatically updated when the shipment company updates the status correctly. So this is the process of buy direct with shipment.